I can't believe I'm at a point in my life where I'm about to make a video defending fake gacha characters, but here we are. Hi all, my name is Cree and I am the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. There's not gonna be a lot of editing on this video because honestly it's just kind of a quick thing. Ain't gonna be long for you, it ain't gonna be long for me. I do not want to edit this that much, especially with my stream tomorrow. Or today, whenever you're watching it, or it was a couple days ago. I don't know. Anyways, I have seen a decent amount of coverage, not only on our newest agent, Cecilia, but, quote, I'm doing quotes with my hands right now, niche units as a whole, and I wanted to quickly talk about it. Let me put out a very controversial statement right here and now, so brace yourself. It is completely fine to be niche. It is completely fine to not care about meta, to not care about how high scores are. In fact, me personally, I prefer agents to be niche rather than be meta generalists that fall off quicker than my nerve ending. I mean, my leaf in a windstorm. It's not a nerve ending. It's a real leaf. It's not my nerve ending. It's not attached to me. Now that I have that out there, what do I mean by it? Okay, well, we have this discussion from time to time here in the Zenless community. It happens in other communities too, especially gachas, but honestly, it's very present here whenever we get it. It never goes anywhere because the people, frankly, who put it out are vastly different than the people who play the game at a casual level, their fan bases are the biggest common denominator of the fan base. I promise, as someone who I self-define as a more casual player, we do not care if units are we do not care if units are tier 0. We do not care if they're top of the meta. The main concerns I see in my community on Twitter, on TikTok, on Reddit, Instagram, Google, maybe there's still some people in GeoCity, are they fun? Did I like them in the story? Did I like their design? And most importantly, do I got pools? Sure, some players might care about meta. And I'll be completely honest. Look at tier lists. I talk about them. I think it's funny to talk about a character's strengths or their weaknesses, sure. But for most people, they just care about having fun in these games. If you really love a character, you should never feel discouraged to not pull them just because a content creator told you that they're bad and not worth pulling. I'd like to speak about Cecilia since honestly, she's kinda the whole reason this video is being made. That's why my video's back there in the background, my early access video. But it's just kinda sad. It's kinda sad the discourse I'm seeing over her, that people should be really happy she's coming out, but instead all I see is anger for some reason. The most common complaint I'm seeing is that she's a seed bot, that seed is her only team, and she is completely worthless without seed. And like I said, it's just really disappointing to see people lose their creativity when it comes to playing video games. I know that's kind of like a really common thing, like especially with competitive, like multiplayer games, like it's like no one has fun anymore, they only care about raking in Twitch viewers and being the best at the game and like leaderboard chasing and everything like that. I didn't think it really jumped its way into gacha gaming single player games, but I mean, I guess it's here. Cecilia is still extremely versatile on electric teams. As someone who actually got to play in the CES, she is very fluid, she is very fun, and she is not as bad as people are making her out to seem. It's so weird. I guess that's what happens when people just get their opinions off of leak culture, which is a whole can of worms in its own right. Of course, her best in slot team is gonna be with Seed. No one is denying that, but her hyper carry potential is extremely solid for a unit who's supposed to be a sub DPS. I've seen the discussion around her scores against UCC being low, like upper 30k is even that low, but honestly, that's kinda everyone against the new and improved, not UCC, who now has a staggering almost like 100 million HP. I still scored almost 40k with Hypercarry Cecilia and almost 50k with Seed Cecilia, and that's coming from the guy who just started learning manual chains like a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, if you run her against a boss that hasn't seen that massive spike, it gets even better. Against Defiler, I was able to almost 45k barely trying, and I was also able to easily clear 20k, that is, with a 1-cost Cecilia team featuring A-rank Ambi and Nicole. Not even an S-rank. Not to mention, even if she's not the best with other electric attackers, it still works and can clear. Does it really matter in a single-player game if you get 65k or 37k? I don't really think so in my humble opinion. Anton and Cecilia is actually an insanely fun team to play, even if it's not stupidly strong. Interestingly enough, I've seen a couple of very smart players deduce that you can run DPS Qingyi, especially like in an M1 or an M2 level with Cecilia, and it's a pretty fun combo. The list goes on and on, but honestly, I don't want to make like a 5-minute topic into a 30-minute video and waste your time. I don't really see the point in doing that. That's why I'm kind of just talking and minimally editing this. I just want to put this out there. A character being niche isn't bad. I really do believe that that just means she will always have a team with Seed. And that is good for people who care about Seed. Not every unit has to be tier 0, top of the meta, killing bosses at M0, W1, low investment, easy. Not everyone has to be Yishin Guang. Not everybody has to be the Angels. Not everybody has to be Miyabi. And most importantly, her being with Seed is, as a biased opinion here, her being with Seed is great for me because I love Seed. And, you know. I win. Generalist units tend to fall off pretty quickly in these games anyways. So, like, honestly, it's, I don't know. You're generalist and you lose, you're niche and you lose with meta players. I don't understand it. Anyways, like I said, I didn't want to make this a long video, and looking at my stream preview, my little video on screen's about to end. So I'm going to end it here with him. We're going to end in unison. We're going to finish. I didn't mean it like that. Being niche is fine. Cecilia is peak. Pull her. I'm going to be streaming my pools probably later today. I'm probably going to upload this. It's already like 1:59 a.m. for me. I'm going to be streaming at 3 p.m. CST here on YouTube. Hopefully it works. It's not going to be a long stream, so I would be delighted if you could show up. If you don't, that's okay too. I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great evening, whatever it is. I just hope it's a great one. Bye, y'all.